Hey there, everyone. We are here. We're live. We're doing this. We get these links out real fast, and we will get going. My roommate just got home and he's being a little loud, so we're gonna shut that door. Alright, so let's get going. Bogles! Exactly. We are rocking some Bogles. It's gonna be some fun.
When you love someone, you've got to trust them. There's no other way. You've got to give them the key to everything that's yours. Otherwise, what's the point?
Alright. So we got this going. We're going. Got this. Sick. Got the links out. Got the deck. So guys, now we're here. I'm going to talk about this deck a little bit. We're going to get going. So, Bogles. Bogles won the Mythic Championship qualifier at GPLA. Now, I want to talk about the structure of the format just a little bit real quick. Realize, guys, it was a 5-round event that you basically had to like go run perfect to make the top 8. I think only one person who ended up being 4-1 made it, but you basically had to go with a perfect run. Very difficult to achieve, and in certain respects isn't really representative of what you might expect in a true tournament scene. When I went to this event, we saw tons of Dimir Delver and Burn. Like, you looked at the tables beside you and you'd see like 3 Dimir Delver decks and like 2 or 3 tables down from you one way and the same amount of Burn the other direction. So I think we probably would have seen things a little bit differently if it were a true Swiss event. Now, that having been said, what we saw in the top 8 was fantastic. If you saw any of those matches, they were great. The finals was a little bit quick and over, just done with really fast. But we got this deck here. It's really good. So I want to talk about this list just a little bit. If you guys know me, I've played Bogles before, so I'm no stranger to this deck whatsoever. What I am a bit of a stranger to is this particular kind of build. P Proteus 8, I believe. Try to think about this real quick. Well, P Proteus anyway. Basically came up with a style of list. His is a little bit different, and I'm gonna try and pull it up right now. But you can see that has a lot of the same cards in it, but there's some different choices. Like there's 2 Relic Progenitus in the main deck here. And some of the sideboard choices are a little different, but a lot of this deck is very much the same, and it really shows. Now, one thing I will say about this particular build, the list that Channel Fireball posted only had 59 cards in the main deck, so I improvised a little bit and tossed in the Spider Umbra real quick. So, what are some thoughts on this list? Basically, first off, if you're not familiar with Bogles, it's literally take a Bogle or a Glade Cover Scout, or in some cases, Silhana Ledgewalker, and you just suit it up with what we would like to call certain circles fat pants. You know, put Ethereal Armor on it, Rancor, Ancestral Mask, Cartouche of Strength, Armadillo Cloak, all kinds of things like that, right? And man, I'm losing my train of thought a lot tonight. I'm still a little jet lagged. Bogles like pants, exactly. They like the fat pants. So basically, you're just trying to suit them up and just get it going. A couple of things that are a little different with this particular build compared to some of the more traditional Bogles lists is a lower number of things like Rancor. Most like Bogles lists usually run 4 Rancor. I also usually see a higher number like Silhana Ledgewalkers. Hey Lurks, how's it going? So why are we running like lower numbers of this? Answer is pretty simple. We got this cool little card over here called Commune with the Gods. And Commune with the Gods lets us search up either a Bogle or you know, an enchantment, so it gives us a little more reach, a little bit of options. Decks have tried, like, Crewfix's Insight, I believe it's called, before, which lets you, like, look at the top X number of cards of your deck, I forget how many, I think 6, and take up to 3 enchantments from it. But it's not quite there, and one reason is that it can't always get you a creature. So, this way it lets you really kind of get a couple different options in the mix. And then you have the Unbridled Growth, helps fix your mana, and you can draw cards off of it too. So there's just a lot of options. Personally, I don't really care for Heliod's Pilgrim. I never really liked this card very much, and a lot of the days of like the Delver decks and everything felt like it gets countered a little too easily. These days, though, I totally see why. The like Dimir Delver decks don't run nearly as hard counters, and really there's not many other decks that run a whole lot of counter spells right now. Tron shows up occasionally, but it's not that big of a deal, and usually you can just outrace them anyway. Cartouche of Solidarity used to be like a 3 or a 4 of, because it gave you an extra token, so it would soak up like Chainer's Edict and things like that. Guess what? Chainer's Edict doesn't really exist in the format right now, so it's not really a good option. And a lot of these, you know, sideboard choices are really interesting too. Ray of Revelation deals with like your mirror matches a lot. Dawn Charm has a bunch of different utility options. Lifelink helps against burn, dispel, variety of decks. Gutshot, variety of decks. Arya, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Pauper Zone, to the Elf Ball, whatever you want to call it. We've got the Flaring Pains, help against fogs, things like that. It must be present, exactly. There's a reason why it's still in here, even if it's just a one-of. It's not as good as it used to be. That's kind of the point I'm getting at. Mutagenic Growth helps you get some extra damage in, helps you get through really quick. And just that extra Silhana Ledgewalker to help kind of round out your creature package in the event that you really need it, especially if you get like run into like elves. It kind of helps you go over them a little bit more, especially because even if they have a Spider Silk armor, they can't actually block Silhana Ledgewalker. So that's really it. It's pretty simple. Bogles is Bogles. I really am not intending for a long stream today, but I want to make sure I get some like more regular streams in. So I figured let's take this deck. It just won an MCQ, the first Pauper one ever, which is really awesome. And it just happens to be a nice simple deck that I can just play really fast. So, we're just going to do one league, and I'm going to pass it off to someone else, but we'll get this going and get it on the road. Ooh, those comp league numbers are actually going up a little bit. Do I think this would be a good starter deck for getting into Pauper? I definitely do. So here's the thing about Bogles. Bogles is a deck that doesn't always do that great. It can, but it can't. And a lot of times it really doesn't. Here's one reason. In your optimal hand for Bogles, you need 3 things. You want, 1, a good land base. 2, which includes also like any enchantments like Abundant Growth or Utopia Sprawl. You also want your creature. So you want like a Slippery Bogle or a Glade Cover Scout, for example. And then you want some good enchantments. You want like your Ethereal Armor, your Rancor, or something like that. Something that actually puts damage on the board. Problem is, there's a lot of times in a lot of games where it's really hard to get all 3 of those together. And so there's times where Bogles just ends up losing to itself, if I'm honest. But the deck is basically, can you do math? If you can do basic math and add up all your enchantments for your Ethereal Armors and your Ancestral Masks, and then just count the other, you know, effects, like how much extra damage is Rancor adding on and things like that, then you're set. Play it. It's great. It's cheap. And I definitely would recommend it. I love the deck, and it's worth playing. So, we got ourselves a game. I don't know this person at all. I've never faced them. So, we're in for a time. Let me look at this hand. This hand looks great. Right? We keep the hand, depending on what they do on their turn 1. Exactly, math is for blockers. So this is burn. So we're going to be in for a tough time here. I don't know how I feel about this. We don't have... So I think what the game plan is that I think I'm going to go commune with the gods and try and get an Armadillo Cloak. Yeah. Like, I feel like I have to try and go deep on that Armadillo Cloak plan. Basically go for the play Forest, go Crumbling, or Forest, commune with the gods, try and get an Armadillo Cloak. If I get Army Cloak, then I have Crumbling Vestige for the white mana. And we're golden. Putting Curse of the Pierce Heart down? Boy, that seems a little loose. Oh, Heliod's Pilgrim works too. Okay, So I think taking Utopia Sprawl is about where we want to be here. Like, I'm not a big fan of it. Like, Cartouche is good for, like, if they play, like, Thermo Alchemist or something, but I think Utopia Sprawl is just going to help us get to where we want to be faster. Yeah, exactly. Curse is really good for us with Ancestral Mask. Not getting the Armadillo Cloak this turn might hurt, but it might also help. And again, we have stuff out of the sideboard too. For this sideboard, we've got the lifelink. We've got the spells. We have Dawn Charm. So we've got ways to shore up our matchup here a little bit. Oh, what are they doing? Double Curse? I'm almost tempted just to play this Ancestral Mask and be done with it. I think that might actually just be better. Like, am I wrong? I don't think so, right? Bolt, bolt. 6 damage. Fire blast me. It's 10, 12. I got it 2. Yeah, this is fine. You're gonna regret those curses, dude. Like, this is a little risky, but I think it's the best line we have. Sure, you got me. That's not enough to kill me. I think we can even set it up even if we don't have the top deck. There it is. Let's do this right. Let's go for the win more play. Like a true champion. I'm not gonna play that Unbridled Growth. That seems a little unnecessary, honestly. Yeah, there it is. Easy scoop. Alright, so like I said, Lifelink, Dawn Charm, Double Dispel. Let's go. Cartouche is bad, because it lets them use Syrian Blaze. Not really big on Cartouche's strength either, and Spider Umbra is just like actively bad. I almost want to cut the Pilgrims, because again, it still opens them up with Syrian Blaze, but I think this is going to be fine. His hand is really weird. They mold the 6. This is a weird hand. It doesn't really do a ton here, but I think it can get us there. So I'm going to keep this. We can commune with the gods and try and hit like a lifelink or an army cloak too. Like, my only concern with this hand is it might be a little slow, but the potential risk versus reward here seems really strong. So we're gonna go with it. I think going land Utopia Sprawl seems really good. Okay, this is even better. Because I'm going to do the white now, because now I can go Glade Cover Scout into Ethereal Armor next turn. And hopefully I can draw another land and maybe throw in Abundant Growth somewhere too. Okay, that's an aggressive line. So, I don't know what I want to do next turn. I feel like I want to toss the Abundant Growth on here so I can utilize Dispel. But that also doesn't really help too much if the land is already tapped. His Needle Drops are kind of cute. There's the land. Excellent. I'm gonna go Commune here. It's entirely possible that I'm just dead this next turn, depending on what their hand looks like. But if I could find an Ancestral Mat or a Armadillo Cloak here, I might just win. Found it. Easy game, easy life. Okay. In for 4. And then we're going to see if they can kill me. Here's some nice, clean, interactive games of Magic, everyone. Activating Thermo, throwing a bolt in my face. Okay. Gonna do 8. You have 2 bolts and I die. Excellent. Odds are really high that I'm just dead here, but we'll see. Nope. Wow. Interesting. Okay. So Scout goes up to 7/7. I gain 7 life, go to 11. There's no way that they're gonna win here. Yeah. Yep. We got there. 2-0, easy. Okay. If we could just see a couple more matches like that, we're golden. Take them. I mean, it's literally the one that won the event. So, yeah, so choosing the one that won the event. Train Boy. A couple players I'm not very familiar with. See, this is one of those risky hands. It's a hand that can get there, but we need a creature. But if we get a creature, then we're just golden. I'm gonna keep it, but it's definitely a risk. Jungle Hall. What the hell? Did someone just bring Tort Axe? Oh, there we are. We're safe. Nope, it's sack.dak. This is going to be interesting. I mean, sure. But there's some people that would still want to see it and check it out and see how the deck functions. This should be a pretty clean sweep, though, this particular game. Because next turn, if I don't see a land, then I'm gonna go Unbridled Growth into Spider Umbra, and this Bogle is gonna get pretty big, pretty nasty, pretty quick. If I see like another crumbling vestige, then okay, there we go. We didn't see anything. So Unbridled Growth here, and Spider Umbra here. Let's go to Value Town. And the next turn gets really easy. So we probably can't get in there for enough to kill them, no matter what we do. So it might just be better to try and go for a land. Like, I can't kill them with this creature, but if I can sack the land, try and draw a card, and try and get another land, then we can get there with the Ancestral Mask. We didn't hit it, so we're just going to try anyway here. It's going to be a yikes from me. So if I attack, they have to block with the 2/2, and then I'm looking at 6/7 coming back at me. Man. I could swing, take out their Nest Invader, take them down to 1, but then it kind of opens me up to a risky shot at a crackback. You know what? I think it's safer if I don't attack this turn, because then next turn I have Ancestral Mask, which no matter what they have, they're pretty much just dead at that point. So I'm just gonna go with it, and we'll see what happens. If they have an Edict, then I'm just dead, most likely anyway. Blood Throne. It's definitely, this is some big game here. Math is going to be really weird on this one. So I think it's actually going to be better to set up the kill on this next turn, because I don't know that I have enough to kill them through all this, because that Bloodthorn Vampire is definitely making things a little iffy. It's probably better to play it a little safe on this front, and probably go in for the Armadillo Cloak. If they attack, we could block and deal with Okay, so let's say this Boggle blocks here, this Bogle blocks here, so I'll take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it would still die. So I basically have to go in for it. Think. So let's get 10, 10, go to a 19. No, 20 because of Ethereal. We do this. This is really tough, but I think I just have to go in for the Ancestral Mask at this point. Like, they can get there and block this Slippery Bogle, but I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm okay with the Blood Throne sitting there. I'm gonna basically wipe out their... This was an interesting block, 'cause I'm pretty much gonna wipe out their board now. Yep. Awesome. First strike got there. And they probably don't have enough to go in for the kill. Yep. So I'm going to win. Excellent. Okay. So what am I even doing on this one? Lifelink seems like a given. Gut shots seem really good. There's probably fogs, but I don't know. Like, so I don't know if that's good enough. Ledge walker's probably good here too. Yeah, they could have fogs, but I don't know that it's gonna be worth it to run that. I mean, we're up a game. My best guess is to probably just go for it as is. Want to cut this cartouches. Man, I don't know if solidarity is good enough. I think going down an army cloak is probably okay here. I really don't know about this cartouche. They could have edict, they might not. Yeah, I'll say cut it. We didn't see anything game 1. And if we do see it game 2 here, then we can readjust our sideboard accordingly. This hand is okay. It's not great. There's nothing to really suit up the Glade Cover Scout with, but there's a couple ways to draw cards. Gut Shot can get some value in. I'm okay with this hand. If they have Mortician Beetle, then I'm just going to Gut Shot it. Double green on that Forest. Rot Farm, interesting. Let's see some goods. I don't want to go in on this creature when I don't see anything. Holy crap. That's some rough stuff. Sure. Okay. Wow. This is so much abundant growths. That's good. So, what is going to be my best option here, do you think? kind of leaning on the ethereal armor, but it might be army cloak. I'm gonna take armor to start, but I think there's a couple different ways that we could have done that. I find it really interesting that they're basically sitting here playing around my gut shot. Trying to go after their carrying feeder there. And there's the other sacrifice. Wait, what? What are you doing, opponent? So my opponent sacrificed the carrying feeder to itself when they should have probably sacrificed the nest invader to that. That seemed a little loose. Block the Pilgrim. I think it's better to try and get the Glade Cover Scout up and running more than anything. And there that is. Wow, that's really good. Okay, no edict one time. Sure. Brindle Shoat, sure. Alright, Commune, show me a trample. Show me Army Cloak. And there it is. We're coming in hot. I think they're gonna have a really tough time dealing with this one. So let's see what they do. That's an interesting line. I know it can put down a blocker, even though really, I don't think we even needed it in the first place here. How many elves in this stack? 6 in the 75. There's 4 Glade Cover Scouts and 2 Silhana Ledgewalkers. One of the Ledgewalkers is in the main deck and one's in the sideboard. That right there. And they're dead. Let's go, guys! Check it out. We're going. We're killing it. Kensuke, though, how you been? I haven't seen you around in a while. Now, granted, that's because partially, I know I haven't been streaming very much, but how are you doing? Just built Tort X and Zombies from the top 8. And those lists actually look really awesome. So Tort X, for the record, if you're looking to play Tortured Existence online, it is an incredibly difficult deck to pilot. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I would ever play it online. I might be willing to play it on my own time, but I don't think I would ever stream it. I might do like recordings and whatnot, but I will say that I really enjoyed those matches between Tortured Existence and Tron in the finals of the MCQ. They were very good. Alright, we got Sears for Cookies, so this is going to be Elves. This isn't cutting it. Yikes. Hard yikes. I'll keep it, but I won't like it. Yep. Oh, wait. And we didn't get there. Okay. So how are we going to do this? In for one, sure. There's the mask. And we found the scout. Not really what I wanted to see there, but we're good. So now, we're just going to F6. If they got me, they got me. That said, this hand looks really good for kind of like going off and getting there. So we'll see. Vanguard is not going to help in that regard. Need the Stampede. Okay. Found Sylvan Ranger, Vanguard, and Finhorn. Okay. Deal. Oh. Man, I really don't want to do this. So I can go Cartouche of Strength to kill the Priestess Titania. But then I'm putting myself in a pretty rough state. Because they're still going to be able to come in on that next turn for quite a bit of damage. If I go in on the Ethereal Armor Rancor, it's just going to be worse. Yeah, I have to go in for the Cartouche. I don't like it, though. There's Vanguard. And they got... Oh, they got Birch Lord. Yeah, I'm just dead. Those openers were really bad. And that's what I said earlier in the stream, that Bogles can just kind of lose to itself. And this is a pretty prime example of that. They also got Essence Warden, and that doesn't really bode well for me either. I'm just going to scoop it here, and we'll go on to the next game. I've seen enough. So we've got Dawn Charm bringing in. We're going to bring in the Gut Shots. And two Flaring Pains I think is good. We'll go in with the Ledge Walker as well. Spider Umbra is bad here. Solidarity is pretty bad. I think some of the other ones I don't really like here. Cartouche's strength is not the greatest on its own, but I think it's it deals with a couple problem creatures, but also isn't the best to deal with others. I think cutting 2 of that is good. Going down 1 Army Cloak. I mean, I'm only going to bring in 1 Flaring Pain, especially since we're on the play. Don't know if they're going to have... this is not good. This is like one of those hands, if we draw... No, I got a mullet. It's not much better, but it's better. I'm going to keep it. Bottom that. There's an abundant growth. I gotta try and get some more lands, so I'm gonna go for it. We got there. Can I see a mask? Or a land for the mask, rather? Where's the Well-Wisher? That's not a problem when I'm going in for ridiculous amounts of damage. If they have Gleeful Sabotage, though, I'm probably going to be in for somewhat of a bad time. Yep, there it is. Okay, so hitting Mask and the Abundant Growth, that hurts. Going for Commune. Can you cut growths? We probably can. Man, these aren't that good either. I'm in on Utopia Sprawl, but I'm not a fan of it here. Double Well-Wisher hurts. Oh, Army Cloak. Hello. Yes, please. Now the back and forth battle begins. Yeah, we probably could cut the, like, Unbridled Growths. It's hard to say, though. Lead the Stampede. That's interesting. So, with the 2 Well-Wishers, they gain 8 life. They can also double block and basically recover 10 life. If we play an Armadillo Cloak, or a Ancestral Mask, that puts the Bogle up to an 11-9. So we can't kill them. Yeah, that's kind of what happens here. Is there's definitely a lot of like back and forth between a lot of the plays. What's going on here? Priest, interesting. Well, that's a Vestige. So if I attack here, I'm just gonna take it. It's definitely a bad game though. Like, they probably just have the nut. What did they find off of the lead? I didn't even look at it. There's the Timber Watch, so we could be in some real trouble here, actually. Oh, Wild Heart Invoker. Yeah, that's some, that's the old C is for cookie tech. Oh, there's Melody. So, we're probably just dead. Yeah, I'm normally the elf player. And I will say, C's for Cookie is a very good player, and they usually give me a good run for my money. Here, I'm probably just dead, just because they're just going to play everything out. Untap their priest a few times. Interesting. They didn't kill me. Wow. Okay. That doesn't do it for me, though, so I'm just going to scoop it up and concede. And that happens, again. So we actually got some really bad draws there. And Elves is actually a deck that can really run over Bogles pretty easily. So it doesn't really surprise me that we kind of lost that one. Sure, it certainly doesn't help that Caesar Cookie, as you can probably tell up here, is a really good player. So I'm not very surprised at that loss. We'll just take it on the chin, take it for what it is, and we'll try and get some more wins from here. Hopefully we can get that sick 4-1 action. If not, then we can get the 3-2. Give him one sweet chest and open that up and hopefully get some goodies. Remember, guys, if you're enjoying the channel, give me a follow. There's a little heart button somewhere up on your screen up there. And if you give me that follow, then you can check in. Helps me out. Everything in between. If you want to chat with me up on Twitter and everything, all things Pauper, all things other formats too. I'm big on Legacy, Modern, whatever. I'm on Twitter, like I said, at TheMaverickGirl. I believe I also have, if I can, I think this command works. I also have a Discord server. You can also hang out and chat there. Seems that link doesn't, or that command does not want to work. So give me 1 second, and I will drop in a invite right now. There you go. And also, I have a Patreon account now, guys. Got a Patreon. And if you guys have any interest in supporting me, what I do, you can subscribe, support me on Patreon, whatever, what have you. If not, it's fine too. We're playing Pauper. It's the budget format for a reason. If you guys aren't able to support me, no pressure. No problem. We're here to have fun. We're here to have a good time. And that's what we're doing. 2-1. Bogles. It's going pretty quick. Which way I like. I like that today. I got other stuff to do. But we're gonna have a good time. And see, it's already taken us a few minutes to find a match. Thankfully, we're not in the competitive leagues because we'd be probably waiting even longer. So, if you're not familiar with what I'm doing, I'm also going to be starting to do competitive leagues, and I'm going to start recording those matches and then editing them together and putting those on YouTube as well. Making them Patreon exclusive at first, but after, I think, a month's time, I'm going to make them public. So, very, very exciting, and I'm really looking forward to getting things going. So, can we get ourselves a match, please? That'd be most appreciated. If you guys have any questions, first off, let me put the deck up here on screen again. I really need to get something like Stream Decker together so I can have it for while I'm streaming. But we got ourselves a sweet deck right here. Obviously, like I said, I went to and attended the Pauper MCQ this past weekend. Let me know if you guys have any questions, if you want any thoughts on that. I'm more than happy to oblige you. So we have Varoki, and they're on a 2-1 league run right now. Wow. Okay, this hand is risky, but I think the risk is worth the potential reward. We can set ourselves up with a Utopia Sprawl. They're only a 6. I'm even more happy with this. It's definitely a dangerous hand, but if it gets there, the payoff is really, really, really big. So we're going to see what we can do. And never didn't have it. And then next turn we get a second ethereal armor with armadillo cloak. This is if this is burn, then we're running so hot. Yeah, they're just gonna give it to us at that point. Awesome. Lifelink, Dawn Charm, Double Gut Shot, Cut Solidarity, 2 Pilgrims, and Spider Umbra. Let's go to town. Oh no, wait. I wanted the cartouches out of here. That was the one I wanted out instead. Let's go. Let's kill him. Time to crush. Said gut shot while adding the dispels. Okay, that's a little bit of a slip there. Not what I meant for sure, but we'll go with what we got here. This might not even have been accurate. Like it might actually be something like Boros, but we just lined it up so quick anyway that it really didn't matter. I'm a fan of Unbridled Growth here. Okay, if they're going Bolt turn 1, then they're probably Burn. Yeah, Curse. Keeping in Curse against Burn against Bogle seems really loose. I don't know why my opponents are insisting on doing that, but I mean, you do you, opponent. You do you. So what's going to be the best way to do this? I really hope we can just get there with the old Ancestral Mask. There it is. Commune. Show me the spice. Oh, wow. I don't want to toss lifelink. I'm gonna take the lifelink here. I'm not huge on it, but I'm gonna take it. If we resolve it, we probably just get there. What deck did I like most out of the top 8? I That's actually kind of a tough one for me. Probably Familiars, if I had to be honest with you. I think it was really cool seeing Familiars reach the top 8 like it did. Actually, not just the top 8, but the finals. What's up, mofo? How's it going? How's you doing? Put the Glade Cover Scout. Now we have a blocker for the Lava Runner. Ancestral Mask, and let's just kill him. Yeah, we got there. Yeah, I kind of wish they recorded them a bit more, but you know what? I'll take what we got. We got some great games all the same. Like I said, the Tron versus Tortured Existence match was amazing. Now, I don't know that I would consider Tort X my favorite deck, but given the matches that we actually got, they were very grindy, but they were very skill intensive and very good. They made me look at those decks and the plays that they created in a very different way. I don't think I've really ever seen Tortured Existence with Mesmeric Fiend and Thought Picker Witch, but that combo was amazing in that deck. What? That's interesting. Why did they think he died? That's a really weird reason, but I guess at least your mother's looking out for you and cares about you. I mean, I guess that would be my takeaway from that, but it's still really weird. I'm glad you're doing well. So, for those just tuning in, just checking in, we got ourselves some Bogley action. Killing people with fat pantsed up creatures. We're having ourselves a damn good old time. I mean, that's fair. Better to have someone caring about you, looking out for you, than the opposite, right? What is this sideboard? All kinds of stuff. We got Lifelink. Obviously, it helped really well against Burn and all that. We got Dawn Charm, which helps against a bunch of different things. Yeah, so we actually get around like the colors and everything because we use a couple cards. Abundant Growth as a 4 of. Unbridled Growth. Plus we have the Utopia Sprawls. And we have the Crumbling Vestige, which gives us whatever color we need in any given point in time. So all that color fixing really lets us kind of go a little crazy in the sideboard area. I really have seen all kinds of different colors in action. Some decks have run like Electrickeries as well. I don't know that I've really ever seen black come into play. Maybe for Vampiric Link, but I think there's just better. Again, like Lifelink is a thing. So there's some really interesting cards that we can use. I guess maybe Cartouche of Ambition has some potential, but I don't think it's particularly that good. Right? No, that's fantastic. I actually really... Yeah, Pauper Bogles is actually some really interesting spice, and I really like what the deck does and what it can do. And we got ourselves a match. Most excellent. B Decker. Mono black control. Okay, so we're gonna be in for a tough time. This is an easy mulligan. Wow, I don't like this hand. I don't like this hand, but I think it's better. Yeah, this is the deck that won the MCQ. I don't like this deck, but this hand, but I think it's better. I think we can try and draw into some fixing, and we'll be good. Duress? Main deck Duress. That's interesting. They also took the wrong card. 100% took the wrong card. Interesting. This is actually really good. Wow, I think we actually just found a really good hand to deal with mono black control. It's kind of ridiculous. Because now if they play a creature, I can just cartouche them. Pestilence does nothing against me. So I'm just going to actually play the cartouche even with no targets. I am running the risk of them going Pestilence. Yeah, they definitely took the wrong card. Which is absolutely some big game. So the play here is just swing out. It's going to make it so they can't Pestilence. Yep, we just got there. Wow, I can't believe we actually got there. So Dawn Charm seems really good because it helps us deal with the edicts. And want to bring in the extra creature here. Spider Umbra is probably not particularly good because it doesn't stop the sacrifice effects. And I think cutting an Unbridled Growth is probably where we want to be. Like, just kind of looking through this a little bit. That feels right. Army Cloak is arguably not particularly that great here either, but I think going down an Unbridled Growth is just fine. Yeah, who doesn't love Gary? I mean, you remember that time iMang was doing all the cube streaming, but he would like never take the Gary. It's good old times. Trespasser's Curse? What on earth? Interesting. I don't want to go deep on this Ledgewalker right now. Okay, but I will go in on that Bogle. If they have the Edict, they have the Edict. There's not much I can do. Innocent Blood, sure. Choking Sands? I mean, okay, you got me. Sick Duress. Pestilence? Okay. And then I'm gonna lose this guy. That seems like a lose scary play to me. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna die here. Definitely flooded out really hard. We basically drew 6 lands. And they're just gonna activate Pestilence a bunch. We can still get there, but it's gonna be really tough. Like, we can go Glade Cover Scout Rancor into Ancestral Mask, but this is not gonna do it, so I'm just gonna scoop. We would get the mask that turn, but I think they would just have too much time to kind of try and get there leading up to that point. There's an argument for bringing in the Gorilla Shamans just so I have extra Edict fodder, but I think it's loose. We've seen Trespasser's Curse and we've seen Pestilence, so I'm going to bring in Ray of Revelation. And yeah, I'm going to go down one Armadillo Cloak. Just one. This is a really good hand. But I can't do anything with it just yet. I mean, I can, because it really doesn't matter how I do it right. If they have an edict, then they just have an edict, and I'm just dead. Yep, there's the edict. I'm probably gonna lose this. Like, mono black control is just really hard, especially when I don't have as many creatures. But I think we can still try. I don't think we're gonna make it. So I'd bet money that they've just got another edict here. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, there it is. Some spicy mono black control here. But I think it's probably just already over. Like, I don't see myself really coming back from this too much. Corrupt? Is this corrupt control? That's some spice. This is actually really bad. Because I already know that they have... They've got 6 mana here. They've probably got just about enough to hit me with another Chainer's Edict, so I can't really just go deep on the creatures. I have to get the mask up. Really what I want to see is I want to see the Heliod's Pilgrim going into Ancestral Mask and Cartouche of Solidarity. I think that would be like my ideal play, so to speak, here. Thought about playing the Armadillo Cloak on the Grey Merchant. I don't think that's really going to do it here, though. So, let's see what they've got. They definitely have enough mana. Okay, they've got the Pestilence. We're in for a bad time. I'm just going to scoop it here because they just have enough to kill me. So, we got the 3-2. Nothing spectacular, guys, but you know what this calls for, as far as I'm concerned? a nice little victory chest opening. What do you guys say? Let's go for it. 3, 2, finish. Let's go. What are we gonna open, guys? Anyone want to try and call a shot? You see like a card. You see a surgical extraction. I've actually opened a couple surgicals. Maybe some power. Let's just open it. Let's go. Splendid Reclamation and Vampiric Spirit. So nothing spectacular, but we've got 5 extra play points, which is one reason I actually really enjoy opening these chests, because no matter what, even if we just kind of bomb out on these a little bit, we still get most of our value back, and when you open enough of these chests, the value basically evens out one way or another down the line anyhow. So, like I said, guys, with that, I am going to end the stream here. I just wanted a nice little short video, because I want to keep some videos going, guys. I'm very tired after my traveling to Los Angeles, and I may do some streaming this weekend. Just depends on how things go. If I can bring my setup properly to my mom's place, because I'm going back to visit my family in Tampa this weekend. Kai00, whatever that was. Thank you so much for that follow at the end here. And I just got to give my usual shout-outs, guys. If you don't already, and you like the stream, go ahead and hit that sweet follow button. I'm also on Twitter if you guys want to talk to me at all. So, right there, Twitter TheMaverickGirl. I also now have a Patreon account, and I recommend giving it a check out. If you guys want to give me some support, I'm gonna hopefully try and gear up and do some exclusive videos for Patreon. I've also got a YouTube video, or a YouTube channel rather, where I'm hosting a lot of my videos. I'm trying to get these replays uploaded. You check me out there, give me a follow there. And last but not least, I want to both shout out my awesome employer and company that hosts all my articles, CoolStuffInc.com. They are fantastic. Be sure to give them a sweet checkout. There's all kinds of really, really awesome stuff here. And got Modern Horizons over here and all kinds of nonsense. And if you scroll down, you got all these sweet articles, including, you got one from me right here. He's talking about the my experiences at the Mythic Championship with a couple of the deck lists. Go ahead, check it out. And last but not least, I want to thank my stream sponsor, CardHoarder.com. Seriously, guys, if you guys don't check them out, they're great value, great selection, great website. Everything works really fantastic, super smooth. And they also just launched a sweet new loan program. I've been using it for a while with my stream, and it is great. I highly recommend it. Lets you build all kinds of decks on a absolute budget. You can do like whole vintage decks for $10 a week, and that, obviously for Pauper, it's basically pennies. So, highly recommend checking him out. And as always, guys, I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for checking my stream out. Thanks for spending your time with me, and I will see you guys later. Be sure, if you have any interest, I am joining Evan Irwin, Mr. Orange himself, on Cool Stuff Inc. Twitch channel tomorrow afternoon, and we're going to be cracking open some boxes of Battle Bond and Ultimate Masters. With that, I'm going to go and take a look-see at who's streaming, if there's anyone cool that we can give a nice sick follow to, or a sick oh, TJ's going. TJ's playing Chrono Trigger right now, so if you guys like some Chrono Trigger action, I'm gonna send you guys over there. I do love me some Chrono Trigger, and I'm very much a fan of this raid. So thank you guys one more time for joining me here. I'll catch you guys next time. Until then, see ya.